Why would you study motivation using self-determination theory? Why study motivation? Well, motivation entails the energetic forces that initiate work-related behavior and determine its form, direction, intensity, and duration. Motivation thus has implications for what we do, how we do it, how much we are engaged in the activity, and how long we persevere. Understanding motivation thus helps us to understand human behavior and might even help us to direct that behavior. It may therefore come as no surprise that work motivation is important. Next to people's ability, it's the most important predictor of people's performance, and it might also have implications for well-being too, as we will see later. Studying motivation is thus of importance if we want to understand people's behavior. So, from all the theories that are available to study motivation, why pick SDT? Well, admittedly, I'm a bit biased, but I do see quite a bit of reasons why studying SDT would be valuable. First of all, SDT is a recent meta-theory. Its initial research started in the 1970s, but the theory really took off with a seminal article of its founders at DC and Richard Ryan in 2000. Ever since, the research on SDT has been growing exponentially. SCT is a broad theory. By some, it has been called a macro theory or a grand theory. And why is it so broad? First of all, SCT can be used to motivate people in different life domains. So if you want to motivate yourself or others to exercise, study, work, SCT is your thing. It might even help you to motivate your housemates to do the dishes. SET is also broad because it deals with different aspects of motivation. It helps us in understanding why we do, what we strive for in the future, and how we are energized to make all this happen. SET is a broad theory because it integrates previous theories or aspects thereof. It has something to say about rewards, about goals, how to manage setbacks, and so on and so forth. However, SET is also very valuable to study because it adds to the previous knowledge by focusing on the quality of motivation. So, what does SDT entail? I could build this series around the 6 mini theories that are currently available of SDT. I could then be talking about CET, OET, COET, BPNT, CGT, and RMT. And maybe in the future I would even add to have more acronyms. But rather than considering SDT in terms of its mini theories with all the different abbreviations, I would like to talk about SDT in terms of its 4 most important concepts. First of all, there's the meta theory behind SDT. Second, there's the regulations or the different types of motivations in which we replace intrinsic and extrinsic motivation by a view in terms of controlled and autonomous motivation. Third, there's the basic needs or the energetic forces behind people's behavior in terms of autonomy, relatedness, and competence. Finally, we have the goals, the values or aspirations, and this can be intrinsic or extrinsic in nature and driving people's behavior.